There's even an amber warning for the wind. Last year I sort of reached a breaking point on this section. That's the hard bit that I remember, going up there. So on this hike I'm very determined to see seals. This is as steep as I remembered. And more steps. Ooh, one of the best nights on trail so far. Hi, my name is Ellie. I'm a long-distance hiker and backpacker. With my rescue dog Otto, I embarked on my biggest adventure yet in spring of 2023, hiking the length of Britain from Scotland to Cornwall. Come join us for days 94 to 96, where we continued on the coast path and hiked from Combe Martin to Mortehoe, then on to Saunton and through the Braunton boroughs. Good morning everyone! I'm sorry I didn't film anymore yesterday after we reached Combe Martin, but we stayed at a great campsite. There were a lot of other hikers there, and yeah, so we just chatted the whole evening about the path, about gear, ultralight gear and everything, and it was so nice to just finally meet some like-minded people. Now we're just walking out of Combe Martin to Ilfracombe, which is our first stop for today. I think it's about 5 miles, and I'm going to get a coffee there, and then another 7 to 8 miles I think to get to Mortehoe, and I'm staying there tonight. I don't know yet if I'm going to wild camp. It depends on the weather because it's quite windy and it's supposed to get even more windy in the evening and in the night, so I don't know, maybe I want to go somewhere where it's a bit more sheltered, but I'm just going to see. So let's go! And that's the coast path. Just endless flights of steps. Really earning my breakfast in Ilfracombe. Ilfracombe, and it's so stunning. Oh, I really love seaside towns. There's always so much to see, boats and waves, and just so nice. This is the iconic landmark in Ilfracombe. That's a sculpture called Verity, made by Damien Hirst, and it symbolizes truth and justice. As you can see, she's standing on a couple of books and is holding the sword. And the statue was brought here in 2012. And it's over 20 meters high and weighs over 25,000 kilograms. I don't know if I like it, but it sure is impressive. And another fun fact about the sculpture, apparently it underwent extensive wind tunnel testing to see if it would stand up to the strong winds and the sea spray and everything. And apparently that was successful, since it's still standing there. I just had breakfast in Ilfracombe, and we had a little breakfast lunch break, and now we just walked out of the city, and I'm really excited for this next stretch. for different reasons because I can still remember that section being really hard, and on our hike last year I sort of reached a breaking point on this section. I wasn't prepared for the flights of steps and how steep it was, and even though it was April, it was so hot on that day, and I can still remember that. And yeah, it left me questioning basically everything. And after that hard day I had an even harder night. It was so horrible camping at Mortehoe because it was so windy, and I was so afraid that the tent would break the whole night, and I didn't sleep at all. I can still remember that. And after that I was, I don't know, I was really ready to give up. I didn't give up in the end, but I can still feel it. I really reached a breaking point there. It almost feels like healing, doing that part again and revisiting that stretch and seeing how it really is now that I'm more fit and more prepared mentally. So yeah, really excited. And I'm also a bit on a mission because last year I walked the whole path without seeing any seals whatsoever, even though there were so many people pointing them out or pointing out different locations where it would be easy to spot them, and I really kept looking and looking, but I didn't see any seals for the entire 630 miles. So on this hike I'm very determined to see seals or other dolphins or anything basically. And around Mortehoe Point is apparently also a good spot to watch out for seals. That's my mission for today and tomorrow, to finally see some. This is Lily Bay. Oh, that's so cute, stunning. We are going down there just to go up again. Okay, this is as steep as I remembered. I can't get enough with those views. Wow. Ooh, yay. That's the hard bit that I remember, going up there. This is our second lighthouse on the coast path. That's Bull Point Lighthouse. And more steps. Ooh, this stretch really is tough. Oh. That's the last bit that we have to do for today. There's Mortehoe Point, and we have to go a little bit up there and then around and on the other side. And then I think I'm going to go to this campsite, which is right here. I could also go up there, but tomorrow, the forecast for tomorrow is not great, so I'm gonna do the loop around Mortehoe Point today and then go up to the campsite from behind there, from the other side. I think it's only about 2 miles, maybe 1.5 miles to get to the campsite. And yeah, I've decided not to wild camp because the path is pretty busy and it's still early. It's only 4 p.m. and yeah, I would have to wait quite a bit to set up the tent, and I want to give Otto a good rest. And I always feel like when we are wild camping, he can't really settle down when the tent's not up yet, and today has been a very tough day, a lot of elevation. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the campsite where I can set up the tent right away, and he can get inside and he knows that the day is over and can have a really good rest. I don't know if you can see it, but I accomplished my mission. There are a lot of seals on these rocks there. Ah, I'm so happy. Oh, they're so cute, and there are even some in the water there. Ah, so cute! Yay! We're almost at Mortehoe Point now, and this is really special because right now technically I think we're still walking along the Bristol Channel, so over there that's Wales, but once we turn this corner and are looking out to the sea, that's just the Atlantic there, and yeah, not seeing Wales anymore if I look out to the sea. So yay, another milestone. That's one of the most interesting things on a hike, that you never know what's around the corner, especially when you're walking along the coast where the path turns inland oftentimes. So let's have a look what's around the corner. This looks so incredible, like straight out of a fantasy movie. Whew, that last climb was really tough, but we've almost made it to the campsite, and I can't wait to have a shower and set up the tent. Like they're hiding from the rain and the wind too. Aww. I just left the campsite in Mortehoe and I'm walking to Combe right now, and I'm hoping to get breakfast there. There's a cute little cafe that I stopped at last year that was really nice. They had a lot of vegan food in the morning. As you can see, it's really tough. It's raining, not really heavily, so that's okay, but it's really windy, and yeah, just wasn't the best morning so far. So I really hope I can get a coffee. We just left Combe. I had a great vegan breakfast there and a coffee, and now we're walking towards Brighten around Baggy Point. As you can see and probably hear, it's really windy. There's even an amber warning for the wind, but I think it's okay. It's our hike today is not along exposed cliffs or anything, but mostly along sand dunes and along the beach. So yeah, should be okay. The worst thing that could happen is probably that I fall over into the sand. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's only a short hike anyway. I think it's only about 9 miles and pretty level walking, which is great after the tougher days we had. Unfortunately, we cannot walk along the beach down there, which would be way easier because dogs are banned during the summer month, but we have to walk along the dunes. We just made it to Saunton Sands and are on our way to get picked up, actually, because tonight I'm staying with Jess. She's also a long distance hiker and we've been following each other for I think 2 years, but we've never met. She's running a campsite just north of Braunton, and she messaged me and asked me if I wanted to stay at her campsite in one of the bell tents. So that's perfect. I don't even have to put up my wet tent tonight in the wind, but I can stay in one of her bell tents, and I'm really happy. She's picking us up from a spot on the coast path, and then because the road to go to the campsite is quite busy and not really safe to walk on, so she's picking us up there and will drop us off tomorrow morning, and then we will do the loop around the Braunton boroughs and then go back to the campsite and stay for another night. So it's perfect. I don't have to put up the tent, and tomorrow we'll have an easier day with no pack, and I will have some time to do some editing. People being so generous and helpful, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to a good rest this afternoon, a hot shower, and just some time to relax. Look at that! This is our home for the next 2 days. This is incredible, and look at the view. I can even see the sea over there. That's so nice. Look at those views. It really doesn't get any better than this. Coffee. Good morning, everyone. We honestly had one of the best nights on trail so far. It was so comfy sleeping in the bell tent, because even in the wind it was very quiet. There was a real mattress in there, and it was so comfy, like sleeping outside and hearing the birds and everything. But yeah, just in a more comfy bed. It was just incredible. I slept till 8 o'clock without waking up, even though the sun got up, which I think never happened to me before. Usually I always wake up at around 5. So nice, and I feel so rested now, and it was great for Otto too. We slept in. As you can see, it's really sunny. It's not too hot because there's a bit of a wind, but it definitely is the most sun we've had in over 10 days, I think. So yeah, just a perfect Sunday. We are walking through the Braunton boroughs today, and you can see the dunes over there. The boroughs are the largest sand dunes system in England, and I've just read that apparently one of only 2 sites of a specific snail that only lives here and at one other site. So yeah, it's really rich in biodiversity and yeah, just home to a lot of birds nesting there and other animals. So yeah, it's really special site. The path doesn't go over the dunes, but just along them, completely level walking. So it's an easier day. So we're doing, it's almost a loop going back to Braunton, and I'm going to have lunch there. There's a great cafe with vegan options. So let's go. I can already see where we'll end up, like 2 days from today, on the other side of the estuary. Over there, that's West Mortehoe. So yeah, it's so interesting to see where you're going to be like in the next days. We've made it! Oh, so excited to have some lunch! The perfect combo: vegan cheesy chips and an iced coffee. We almost made it back to our campsite and we had the most amazing day. It was just perfect, exploring the burrows without a heavy pack, and now having somewhere where we can just return to. Everything is already set up. Yeah, just feels great. I had some lunch and I bought some stuff for tonight and some snacks, and now I'm just going to relax in the sun and finish editing a video, and just yeah, Otto can have a sleep, and yeah, it's just the most perfect day, and I'm feeling refreshed and just ready to tackle the next section, which some of it will be a bit harder. So yeah, I'm just so ready now and it feels amazing.